Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind, but please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you another horror movie review. This time we're going to be talking about Nightworld, which just was released on Netflix. It was filmed a little bit ago though, but it's also available on DVD and everything. But it was directed by Patricio Valladares and stars Jason London and Robert Englund. So with Robert Englund attached to it, I had to give it a look. So yeah, this is on Netflix now, so check it out if you want to. But of course, being a big fan of Robert Englund, I had to give this one a look, especially when it just became available on Netflix. And before I get into how I felt about it, let me explain to you the basis real quick. So yeah, well, I guess I don't need to read off of something for once. But yeah, so basically, Jason London's character, he had lost his wife recently, so he's in he's at a very low point of his life, and he used to work as an LAPD officer as well, so he's hired on to this security job or security detail at this sort of mysterious old building. And the guys who hire him, they're kind of sketchy, and he kind of takes it. I think his friend encourages him to take it. Try and get his mind on something else. But the guys who hire him are really sketchy. They're really like, Weasley looking business guys. You know what I mean? But all I have them do is periodically watch these monitors. They're just looking at these empty, dark, small, supposedly small rooms. So what's the point? It seems very weird, very mysterious. And you can pretty much live there for a while and just take a look at those. But if anything, even slightly remotely suspicious moves or anything happens at all, he has to call a certain number. And then in comes Robert Englund as Jacob, who apparently had previously had Jason London's character's job, except now he is blind, and he's a special consultant to these employers now, I guess. And he appears to, of course, know more about what's going on here, but they're not telling Jason London anything. So when Jason London sees this shadow quickly move across the screen, that's where things start getting a little weird. So he also connects with this girl named Zara. And they just sort of connect over after he lost his wife and everything. It's kind of weird, but I don't know, it wasn't the most forced thing in the world, I guess, either. But yeah, anyway, what did I think about this movie? I thought it was okay. I was a little let down by it. I'll watch anything with Robert Englund and, of course, Freddy Krueger himself. I had the pleasure of briefly meeting him at the Flashback Horror Weekend in Chicago last year in August. And he is a really, really cool guy. His line lasted all day though, but he was staying past the time he was supposed to into the night, to try and meet everyone. So I met him when he was probably pretty tired, but he was still a really passionate guy, and it was a real pleasure to actually see him in person and everything. So I'll watch anything with Robert Englund in it. But, he said himself he's old now, so a lot of his roles are just going to be sort of like Van Helsing or sort of like old man, all-knowing, kind of roles. And he's even said before that, sometimes he just takes jobs now because they're filming in different countries, so he likes to go to interesting places, or there's someone in the film that he wants to work with. So, it's not necessarily going to be like an incredible film if he's in it at this point, but, I think he still enjoys, the industry and the work and, helping other people, especially independent movies like this. I mean, Robert Englund is pretty good in this. He is definitely the best part of it as Jacob. And of course, the whole last name's Jacob in the movie as well. And yeah, he's blind, like I said, and they had to know how creepy he looked with those eyes, But, I thought he was pretty good in it. Like I said, definitely the best part. But as far as the rest of the movie, it didn't really succeed as much as I was wanting it to. I was expecting like a really good atmosphere perhaps or something, and there are moments, a couple of scenes that have like a almost genuinely, eerie, sort of gloomy feel to them that I liked. And the climax is, fairly engaging, I think. But the rest of the movie, I appreciate that it took a while to get there. I understand that. I like the slow burn approach, sometimes. I've seen some reviews say there's a lot of build up without payoff, though, and I can kind of see that, but the climax did, I feel like, try to bring in a lot. I feel like the movie would have benefited from another, like, half an hour or something. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it would have felt stretched out at that point. But besides those eerie moments I was talking about, the rest of the movie, and the climax, the rest of the movie does feel a little bit dull to me. Jason London does an okay job. I think anyone could have really played his role, though. There are a couple moments towards the end where I feel like he's a little bit off with some of the bigger, serious parts. But, I think they probably could have picked worse actors, too. And the girl who plays Sarah does an alright, Sarah or whatever, does an alright job. So spoilers if you haven't seen the movie, so stop watching now if you haven't seen it and you don't want to know anything. But in conclusion, it's a movie with some eerie moments, here and there, and an enjoyable performance if you're a fan of Robert Englund. But other than that, it's not really all that memorable, honestly, and unfortunately. Okay, so if you've seen the movie or you just don't care about spoilers, I thought the ending made sense, but I didn't really care for Robert Englund literally just being, pulled away at the end. His character being killed like that and joining the undead masses that were surrounding him from everyone's memory. Jason London's character and Zara are able to escape, but even she is eventually killed and she dies. You do get a creepy shot though of Robert Englund at the end, now undead, tapping on the window with his cane. But I don't know, I just feel like Robert Englund was a little bit wasted in this movie. He had some enjoyable bits, but I feel like they could have went deeper into his character. Explain why he went blind, maybe he just did, I don't know, but I feel like they could have said, because he's seen his wife dead or something like that, then that just, traumatized him so much or something. I don't know. I feel like they could have had him do more in this. They didn't fully utilize him to the full extent that they could have, I think. Even though it was more of like a guest star, kind of performance, I guess. But and these other men's suits apparently knew Jacob, go in to try and take care of everything after Jason London is just traumatized on a sidewalk after Zara is shot dead, being dead now. So that appeared to be the organization that Jacob was connected to. But, so not a bad ending. I guess I was kind of expecting Robert Englund to die, but I feel like they probably could have used him a little bit more before that if they were going to do it. If I had to rate Nightworld, I'm giving it about a C. I mean, I think I could probably put it down to about a C- if I wanted to. It wasn't terrible, but I think I just don't really think there's anything too memorable about it besides Robert Englund himself. So let me know what you guys thought about this one. Sorry if I repeat myself, but I still want to get my thoughts out on this movie. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.